Racks and Tracks is brought to you by Center Shot Gun Range.
Well, right now we're in Ohio, southeast corner of Ohio. I just got back yesterday. I was up in Dryden, Canada for a week. I spent 50 hours in my tree stand. Never seen a buck to kill that I want to put on the wall. Me and a couple buddies of mine, Richie Highshutter and Jim, man. You guys all know Jim, the guy that was up on the tower that was like scared, shaking, out in Colorado last year elk hunting. But anyhow, we're out here in Ohio. We're going to try to put down some big bucks. We just got permission to hunt on a piece of property. It's a private piece of property. We're going to check it out for a couple of days, see how we do. No guarantees. We got another piece of property that we're going to go look at maybe tomorrow, next couple of days. So hopefully we're down here to kill some nice deer. That's our plan. I got two guys with me that are pretty hardcore hunters, and that's what it's all about, man. Hunting with guys, buddies of yours that aren't weekend warriors. These guys are some hunters, so it's a lot of fun. So stick with us. Don't go anywhere. Let's see what happens. There it is, guys. 100% legal, Ohio. We're ready to harvest the nice bucks right here. Let's do it. Well, we were running a little bit late that afternoon when we got in Ohio. I got back into this area. I put my tree stand up along this creek. It really looked good. A lot of good deer sign there. I ended up seeing a couple does that night. Off in the distance, I seen a real nice buck, so I was really anxious to get down that night, get my stand moved for the next morning. What do you think, Richard?
I think it's going to be a good morning. It's cold, got frost on the ground. It's going to be good.
All right. Let's see what happens, guys. Cross our fingers, man. We need some luck. Although I had a lot of nice deer activity that morning, I decided to move my stand that afternoon up on that ridge where I seen that big boy. Well, that evening, though we didn't see a lot of deer, there was still a lot of good sign in that area. So Jim and I thought about it a little bit. We said, you know what, should we hang out here? Let's pull it all day or tomorrow. So we did. We got out there early the next day. We pulled it all day, or about 11 hours in that stand. Not a lot of activity. Again, we only seen a couple small bucks, but we knew that that big buck was in the area because I did see him up in this area where we're sitting. So we decided to stay there, hang in there, let's see what happens. Later on that evening, just before dark, here comes a doe across the field, and he was right behind her.
That's a nice buck, dude. That's a real nice one. I couldn't get a good shot at him, man. He was going away from me. I didn't know what to do. I shot him for 35 yards. He's further than that. I'll see him walking when I shot. I had a lot of good shots right here. I'm like, shoot.
If I was standing over here, I could have got a shot at him. I didn't even see him. I wasn't sure where he was at. I'm trying to find that doe. I couldn't see that doe. See, I don't think I could have got an arrow in there.
It's wide open for me right there.
Yeah, see, this is all garbage right here. That didn't look good.
Look like right here.
Look low.
Oh, right in the guts. Oh, that was exciting.
Huh?
That was exciting. Exciting.
That was a nice bug. He was no monster, but he's a 140.
Yeah.
That's what we come down here for.
That's right.
Why couldn't she walk right up this ridge?
I never saw her. Was she looking at us?
I lost her. That's why I said I didn't know where he was. I couldn't find her either. We ain't gonna touch him till tomorrow morning.
I thought he was going to come up this ravine beside us, but when they jumped the fence, she went straight up that draw away from us. Yep, he followed. I didn't have a good shot, 47 yards. I bent over, shot under some branches. I made a bad shot on this deer. We got down, took a look at the arrow, decided that it was a bad shot. We watched the tape. We said, you know what, let's back out of here. Let's let this deer go tonight. Let's pick up the trail in the morning. Let's see what happens.
You didn't take your truck to the Noyers like I told you to, did you?
Oh, I did it.
I need a ride?
Yeah, thanks.
Hop on in.
Love.
What do you want to wrap? Wrap it, style it, sign it. Make your statement with Extreme Graphics. Check us out on Facebook.
Outdoor Edge offers the highest quality hunting knives, combo sets, and butcher kits. Each knife holds a razor's edge to make field dressing and home processing easier. Ask your dealer for Outdoor Edge knives or visit our website at OutdoorEdge.com.
Long Range Archery has expanded their archery expertise and inventory to the wonderful town of Holland, Michigan. As well as their original location in Twin Lake, Michigan, they carry over 15 major bow and crossbow brands with sights, rests, quivers, arrows, bow fishing equipment, turkey hunting supplies, license sales, and even a full archery bow and crossbow repair center. They've got your bases covered. So come on into either the Twin Lake or Holland location and check out the unbelievable selection and top-notch service.
Center Shot Gun Range is a fully automated, family-friendly indoor shooting facility, offering both firearm and archery opportunities. We welcome everyone from beginners to professionals, with a wide variety of training opportunities available, complemented by the retail sales of firearms, ammunition, and associated equipment. Proudly sporting products made in the USA, and thanking our veterans with a 10% discount on range time and merchandise. The general public is welcome, and memberships are available.
I take my scent control very seriously. That's why I use ScentLock. It gives me the confidence I need to get close enough to make the shot. When you're hunting that trophy this fall, don't cut corners. Why cover up when you can eliminate? Use ATSCO Scent Eliminator. Juice up your food plot this fall with the new salad dressing made by Tinks. The deer love it. You will too.
What do you make of that? I mean, there's blood in it too, isn't there?
That's like right by the guts. This is the fat around the guts.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow, look at that big old pile of blood he stood there.
Here, stop.
Stop here for a minute. There's some more blood over here. Right along this ridge here, he's almost to the road. Oh, I hope he didn't cross that road.
think that's where he went.
Well, we just made a rookie mistake. Jim and I are out here tracking this big buck I shot last night. And we've got spots right here, about 8 spots where this thing is laid down and blood all over the place and like idiots. I'm thinking, I knew I hit him back far. I hit him sort of in the gut spot. I knew it was a bad shot. We let him go all night. We seen this river and I said, you know what, a lot of times a wounded deer, a gut shot will come to water. So I said, we got to come over by this creek. Let's walk up this creek. That's when we found all these beds that he's bleeding all over. Get over here and get up beside this tree, and I'm standing here looking around, and he ain't 5 yards away from me. 5 yards. Laying right beside this creek. You see where he's laying there, blood all over. Still alive. This is the next day. He jumped up, had a heck of a time getting up that bank, but he went across this open field into that woodlot over there. What a stud. Well, let's get back, get our stands, and get out of here. Bad. Oh, Jim, why in a heck didn't we frickin' look for that buck, Jim? Why didn't we just stand here for a second and look? We could have, oh my God. He was laying right there. We could have backed out, went back, got my bow, came back, stuck another arrow in him.
Yep. Both rookie mistakes.
What a monster buck. Oh my goodness, that's a big boy. He was hurting though, wasn't he?
Hurting bad.
He was hurting. He had a big pile of guts hanging out one side of him.
Yeah, they came out a little more too as he ran up that hill.
I was hoping something would catch on a branch or something and pull him out. With a string of guts
Yeah.
over there, you know? Oh, what a stud. I think you took the last breath, buddy.
I think he is.
Oh, is that Ohio stud or is that an Ohio stud? That's what we come to Ohio for right there.
Good job, Ray.
I gotta get my hands on that thing. That's gotta be
Go, Ray.
150, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah, darn close to 150.
158 point. Still alive, man.
He's
Still kicking a little bit.
taking his last breath.
Jeez, that thing's a huge. Look how big he is compared to him.
What is he, a 9?
He's a stud. Yeah, he's just a solid 8 with some junk on it.
Yep. Stickers down at the base.
Solid 8 with some junk. Look at that puppy, buddy. You know what? He's really not as big as I thought he was when we just seen him picked up over here.
Real nice.
He looks like the video now, doesn't he?
Yep.
Wonder why he looks so big over there.
I don't know if he was
He
alive.
looks like a dark rack and heavy.
He was alive running away, they look bigger. Still Danny. That's a Danny.
Woo-hoo-hoo, boys! Ohio stud. About 85 hours in a tree stand. On the paid off, man. Thank you, Lord. He's not as big as I thought he was. He really isn't, but he is a nice buck, man. Respect. Look at the neck on that thing. Look at this.
That's a beauty. That's a big deer.
Look at this.
Look at the size of that body of that thing.
It looks like a Saskatchewan.
Oh, that thing's a pig.
Doesn't he? Look at the body on that thing. Thank you, Lord. It paid off, boys. Wow.
You guys want help yet?
Not yet.
No? I'll be glad to help you, but this is kind of funny.
Well, I realize I made a bad shot on that animal, but here on Racks and Tracks, if we shoot it, we show it. You will see it. The next morning, I watched that tape over and over that night. I knew I made a bad shot. I hit that deer low in the stomach. It looked like I put a pretty good sized hole in the stomach of that deer, and that's the reason we found all that fat while we were tracking it. I knew a gut shot deer would definitely go to water because that's where they go. 95% of the time, that deer is going to go to water. We went right straight to the river the next morning. Sure enough, we found him laying underwater, but he was still alive, so I put another arrow in him, finished that deer off. Now, we're heading out. Both of my buddies got tags yet, so we're going to head out with Richie. I'm going to sit with Richie tonight, and Jim's going to go on his own. Let's see what happens.
Heart to Heart in Allegan and Hamilton, providing quality resale items at affordable prices. Proceeds support the Ministry of Love Inc. of Northwest Allegan County. Donations accepted at both locations.
Stop by Bunker Hill Chill and Grill in Burnups, Michigan. They have great food, plenty of big screens to watch all your favorite sports, and an outside patio that seats over 80 people for all your entertainment needs.
Specialized Demolition has been in the demolition, excavating, and environmental field since 2001. We are staffed with demolition, excavating, and environmental professionals and are equipped with the latest technology to handle any demolition, excavating, or environmental need you may have. Our greatest commitment is to please the customer and do everything possible to ensure their project is done safely and on schedule. Give Specialized Demolition a call for a free estimate.
We honor the traditions from our fathers that were passed on from their fathers. Take a child outdoors and share with them a quality knife to serve and last their lifetime. Outdoor Edge, quality knives and tools for this generation and on.
Nelson Steel Products, located in Holland, Michigan, has been a leader in the steel fabrication industry since 1945. Specializing in steel fabrication, robotic welding, and laser cutting, Nelson Steel Products brings years of experience to their clients. With strong client relations, innovative technology, and a reputation for quality, Nelson Steel has continued to grow in the industry and in your community. When it comes to finding the right partner, it stops at Nelson Steel Products. Visit NelsonSteelProducts.com to learn more. If it's made of steel, we'll make it.
Scudder Brothers Builders. We specialize in residential and agricultural barns. We build your entire barn, everything from concrete flat work all the way down to windows and doors. We do it all. Basically, if you can dream it, we can build it. So call Mike or Ross Scudder today and make your dream a reality.
Looking for the perfect pair? Well, here it is. The Prime Bow, made by G5, and the Striker Broadhead, a match made in heaven. You'll never second guess your shot placement again. Shoot Luminoc. You'll always know where your arrow goes.
And the fighting purrs. Okay. Now that call right there, I'll break down more gobblers with that call right there than any other call.
You want to kill a big bird this spring? Get your hands on a Quaker call. Why mess with flimsy hangers when you can use the Zip Start made by Slate River? They start the first time, every time.
Okay, we're out here on a piece of property that Ray just found down here in Ohio. This is our first night. We did some scouting and I picked a spot. It looks pretty good. Has some looks like some staging areas down to the hayfield. Some pretty good runways funneling down. Found a pinch point and I set up on it. I'm not very high. I didn't have a saw. Always carry a saw with you. But we're gonna see what we can do. I just had a nice 8-point come in. It took him a while. I watched him about 15 minutes come up this 2-track. He came in about 10 yards away. Gave me a nice clean shot. Took it. He just ran about 40 yards and dropped. So give him a little bit of time. I'm going to go get him. But yeah, it's been a long week. Ray got a real nice 8-point. This is a decent 8-point. Nothing like Ray's, but I'm happy with this one. I'll take it. We're down in Ohio. It is Thursday, November 7th. I shot at about 4:50 p.m. So, you know, I'm pretty stoked about this one. As you can tell, not very high. Just right there where those branches are. 12, 15 feet. He was standing right here. So we're going to see if we can find him. There he is, boys. Right there. Let's go retrieve him. Oh, baby. What a beaut. What a beaut. What a hog. That's nice.
Nice buck, Jim. Tell me the story, buddy. What happened?
Well, the story is, Ray went out and found us a piece of property to hunt here the last 2 days of our hunt. We've been hunting 4 days, 4.5 days. And Rich and I went out scouting as Ray went the other way and found a little piece that had a nice pinch point. Looked like a staging area before they went out to the field. And I thought, well, this looks good enough to sit for the night. So this is what showed up. I only sat for about 50 minutes and watched him for about 10, 15. Finally, he gave me a clean shot at about 10 yards, and I smacked it with a striker broadhead. It did the job. And so I fed my obsession down here in Ohio. And I want to thank Ray for Racks and Tracks for bringing me on down here. So
Had a lot of fun,
this is
buddy.
my baby right here. This is what we come here for.
Thank you for coming, man.
Oh, I had a great time.
That's a nice buck, man. That's a beauty. Good job. That's Racks and Track style right there, buddy. Look at that deer.
I thought it was only an 8, but I don't look at the antlers. I seen he was a shooter, so when I got up to him, I was even a little more excited.
He's a shooter.
He's actually an 11. Split brows, but
we call him 11.
Mainframe 10, perfect. Symmetrical.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, Ray.
We got some great film sent in this week by Dustin Mizell. If you remember right, I was down there last year. I did some cobia hunting with him, and we shot a bunch of stingrays out on the ocean. We had a lot of fun. He guides for pigs. He took one of his clients out, and they put together a pretty good tape. Check this out.
Hey folks, we're out here in Alabama today doing some wild hog hunting, and this is the second day of the hunt, and Tom was lucky enough to get, I guess, one hog yesterday and shot at a couple more yesterday, and we're back out here today, same exact field as we hunted yesterday, and we're trying to get back after some hogs. I have them both in the camera, so it doesn't matter. Just let me know when you're about to shoot. Get him? Yeah. I think you got it. I seen it hit something.
I tell y'all what, folks, another great day out here in Alabama. Really long shot on this really nice sow right here. Really big pig, probably pushing, I guess, about 175 pounds right here. But it was a great evening. We saw 5 hogs. The first 2 just weren't really big enough to shoot. The third one was a big hog, but he was just a bit out of range. So we were waiting on him to get a little bit closer. He ended up leaving. And then the field filled up with deer and turkeys and all kind of other game as well. But right before dark, 2 really nice hogs came out. and we wanted to go ahead and take the shot before dark, so it ended up being about 260 yards when he actually took the shot, and just a beautiful pig out here. This is probably one of the best hog spots in the entire state. Population of hogs out here, it's pretty much unbelievable. We sat in the same field today that we sat in yesterday, and shot a good many hogs, or shot a couple hogs yesterday, and today we got a hog as well. And you know, so there's still plenty of hogs out there. A lot more population to be thinned out for sure. But I tell y'all what, folks, great time out here. Y'all should come out here and try it.
Well, everybody, we're down here in Ohio. We're having a heck of a good time. I come down with two of my good buds. Oh, Jim Bob here, he shot a real nice buck, real nice 10-point the other day. Richie had a couple opportunities. He passed up a couple smaller ones he didn't shoot. But we had a lot of fun. I ended up taking this pretty good buck here, a 9-point. We were only down here for a week. We beat on a lot of state land. We had a good time. What do you think, guys? Would you come back?
Oh yeah,
I'd come back, definitely.
Yep, had a good time.
A lot of fun, wasn't it?
A lot of fun.
We seen a lot of deer too. We seen a pile of small bucks that we passed on. We ended up with a couple pretty good deer, so I was pretty happy, and I think you guys had a lot of fun.
I'm definitely happy.
Great time. I didn't get one, but I had a lot of fun.
But we'll do her again, guys.
All right. Good job. Racks and Tracks.
Well, hey everybody, we hope you enjoyed today's show as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next week, I'm Ray Colvin, and we'll see you right here on Racks and Tracks.
Well, here we are now in the southeast corner of Ohio. I just got back yesterday from Dryden, Alaska. Wasn't Alaska, it's Canada.
I didn't catch that one.
Did I get Alaska?
Part of Michigan. Yeah, we did get back from Alaska, but wasn't Dryden.
Well, here we are. We're in the southern east corner of Ohio. I just got back last. Jeez, I'm beating 1,000 here. Okay, one more.
I just had 10 beers.
Yeah, I had 15 beers.
Racks and Tracks is proud to be sponsored by these fine products. Racks and Tracks has been brought to you by Center Shot Gun Range out of Door, Michigan.